What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Rage Podcast. This is your host, Cristopher Zamora. Welcome to another episode. So today I want to speak to you about a fight that is coming up. Hopefully, it doesn't go even further than it is now. And I'm talking about the fight between Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk. It is freaking confirmed, man. Finally, we got it. We finally got it. Hopefully, none of them backed out. Hopefully, it goes through. The only reason I know of this is because it's everywhere now. And even Tyson Fury posted it that he already signed the contract between Oleksandr Usyk. This is the fight of probably the decade for the heavyweights. This is the main fight of this generation. I believe so. For the heavyweights. Tyson Fury has been undefeated for the longest, and so has Oleksandr Usyk. No one has beaten them. Tyson Fury has had 33 wins, 0 losses, and 1 tie. That 1 tie is between Deontay Wilder and him. And Usyk, he has gotten 21 wins in total, 0 losses, and 0 draws. Who do I think will win? Well, I believe that Tyson Fury is going to take this one. You know why? No, it's not just because he's a tall guy. I just believe he's just more agile and just moves super quick. But because since he is tall, that's what gives him an edge. Oleksandr Usyk, he's a smaller guy and he's a very technical fighter. But I don't know, man. That's going to be a big issue for Usyk. I don't know if he can handle his punches. Tyson Fury is not that great of a puncher. Like, he moves quick. He's very agile. Like, his punching power is not there, but if Usyk keeps getting hit by Tyson, I don't think he will be able to take the punches, and that is why probably he's gonna get knocked down. That's why I do believe that Tyson Fury is gonna win. Maybe not by decision, but by KO or by a stoppage. It can happen, man. You don't know what can happen on these fights. But I am so excited for these fights. It's going to be badass. The fans have been waiting for this fight for the longest. Like I said, this is the main fight. Like, we're going to find out who is the guy of the heavyweight division for this generation. I don't include Anthony Joshua on this because ever since he has lost to Andy Ruiz, I do believe that he hasn't been the same. And also, he has been on a losing streak when he fought against Usyk. Usyk was barely a cruiserweight, and he just came up to the heavyweight division and then just took the mantle just like that. He beat Anthony Joshua twice, and that is why Anthony Joshua, I believe, maybe he could be in 4th place. Like, out all of the 4 main guys from the heavyweight division, like I'm talking Tyson Fury, Oleksandr Usyk, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua is number 4. The 5th one, that could be Andy Ruiz. For Anthony Joshua, they need to fight again. Andy Ruiz and him, they need to make a trilogy fight. Now, that would be epic. That should be like a co-main event for that card, for the main card for Tyson Fury versus Usyk. Or maybe they could have their own main events. But like, I think that's the best thing for Anthony Joshua. Andy Ruiz, on the other hand, his last fight was against that King Kong guy. I really don't know his name, but I just know his nickname because King Kong, everybody knows who's King Kong. Andy Ruiz kind of did alright against him. Like, I feel like he was kind of struggling against him because that guy, he is very strong. The guy that Andy Ruiz was fighting. But I do believe that maybe he can get a win against Anthony Joshua, because Andy Ruiz has been getting in shape, and it will be cool to actually see the trilogy for these two. But will we ever get it? I don't know, man. But hopefully we do. And I want to see Deontay Wilder fight again, man. Dang, the last time I saw him fight was against this guy named Helenius. He knocked him down. No, he didn't knock him down. He knocked him out in the very first round. Shit. It's so crazy. He was an insane KO. He just KO'd him just like that. And that same guy that Deontay Wilder fought, Helenius, Anthony Joshua actually fought him. And it took him about 7 rounds to KO him. And supposedly, Helenius, he actually was doing steroids. He was actually caught doing steroids. Like in a boxing news account that I follow on Twitter, they say that Helenius was supposedly on steroids. And I don't know, when I was seeing the fight, he did seem like he was doing very good. And like he was doing a lot of damage to Anthony Joshua. I thought he was just a better fighter, but then he got KO'd by Anthony Joshua. Like he was doing pretty well, but then it turns out that he tested positive for steroids, which was crazy. The good thing is that Anthony Joshua did beat him, but it's just kind of crazy, man. Kind of crazy that somebody will use steroids to fight somebody for a match, man. You're risking somebody else's life in there. If you have steroids, man, you could basically kill somebody in the ring. I don't have no idea why did they not test them before the actual fight. Or maybe they just needed somebody to replace Dillian White, because supposedly Dillian White was supposed to fight Anthony Joshua, but instead it was Helenius, and they needed a replacement for him very quick, so that's why they got Helenius. Because on the week before Anthony Joshua's fight, Helenius actually fought, and so they actually got him to fight Anthony Joshua, and look how it turned out. Anthony Joshua KO'd Helenius. It didn't go so well for him. But yeah, I do believe that Anthony Joshua ranks as number 4. And Andy Ruiz ranks as the 5th guy in the heavyweight division. There's another guy coming up soon. His name is... I really don't know how to say his first name, but his last name is Zhang. The big guy that just defeated Joe Joyce twice. In the very first match, I really did not pay attention to this fight because, I don't know, I just really didn't catch it on TV or anything like that. I just only saw reports of it on Twitter that Joe Joyce was beaten by Zhang. He got KO'd in the very first match, and on the second one, the same thing happened to him, but I think it was way earlier now. Yeah, and supposedly Joe Joyce was an undefeated guy, and he got beaten by Zhang. Just like that. So now Zhang is coming up, and it will be a cool fight to see him up against Deontay Wilder or maybe Anthony Joshua. I don't know, man. I don't know him between Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, man, is just way too good. I really have no idea how Zhang will keep up with Tyson. He needs to fight one of those 3 first. He needs to fight Usyk, Deontay, or Anthony Joshua. If you can get past one of those, then yeah, he probably is ready for Tyson Fury. But as of right now, I don't know, man. Joe Joyce was an undefeated guy, but he needs to fight one of those 3 first before he fights Tyson Fury. Usyk was just coming out of a win against Daniel Dubois. Dubois it seemed like he actually did get Usyk, but supposedly he hit him below the belt buckle, and that is why they actually gave Usyk more time so he can rest. He was able to recover, and he was able to take the boys down right after that. I don't know which round he took them down, but Usyk was the one that beat the boys. The boys lost once, and his second loss was against Oleksandr Usyk. To be honest, I don't really know the actual rules for that, because to me it seemed like it was a legit hit. But things changed because Oleksandr Usyk was able to get the KO against Du Bois. So now Oleksandr Usyk is still at the top, and now we're gonna get Tyson Fury versus Usyk. That's gonna be a tremendous fight, man. Probably the fight of the decade. The fight that's going to define who's going to be the best heavyweight of this era. We're going to find out. To me, like I said, I believe that Tyson Fury is going to take the win. Not Usyk. But I would like to see Usyk try. Let's see how he does against Tyson Fury. But if he actually beats Tyson Fury, man, that'll be insane. It'll be awesome. And I will give my respects to Usyk. He is a tremendous fighter. But like I said, man, Tyson Fury, he's just too big and too agile and moves very fast. He doesn't have that power in his punches, but he's just super quick. I don't know how Usyk will be able to keep up with him. That's just my main issue for him. Yeah. Let's see how it goes, man. But I am excited. Who do you guys think is going to win? If you are watching it on YouTube, you can just comment down below who you believe is going to win this fight. It's going to be a good one, man. I can't wait. And now I want to speak to you about this movie I just recently saw. It is called Grand Turismo. If you guys have ever played the video game, it is based off that. I really have never really played Grand Turismo, but I have played the video game called Burnout, and I've also played Midnight Club. Gran Turismo, I think, is just an exclusive to PlayStation. But I saw the movie, man, and I gotta say, it was very motivational. It was awesome. The actor who comes out on Stranger Things, the cop, he comes out as one of the coaches for the team. Basically, what they do is that they get the racers who actually played the video games. They choose the best of the best to compete with one another so they can go up against actual racers, like real racers. Like, I was so surprised, man, because I thought this movie was just only going to be gamers like racing each other, not like racing actual racers that do this for a living. Which was insane, man, because supposedly the creator of Gran Turismo, he has stated that 96% of the simulation is actually very accurate of how a driver is in real life. And also the main guy, Yan, oh man, it's so crazy. It's a very crazy story. I really had no idea, man, that this was based on a true story. It was just a very inspiring story because for Yan, his dream has always been to become a race car driver, and now he was able to. At first he just played the video games, right? But like, he had the opportunity to prove to himself, and mostly prove to his father that this wasn't a waste of time. He proved his father wrong, and like that scene that his father, he just started crying, and it was just so inspiring because damn, he actually was able to prove his family wrong, mostly his dad, because He thought it was a waste of time, but then he got all these deals, and now he just became a full-time driver. It was an inspiring story. Awesome, man. I did enjoy this movie. I would definitely have to put this movie as one of my favorites of the year. Maybe right next to Blue Beetle and also Guardians of the Galaxy. In my top 3 of this year. This is a very good one, man. It's very motivational. And also the actor who comes out on Pirates of the Caribbean, he plays the character as well. He comes out on it as well. And also the father who plays as the main character's dad, he came out on this movie, this old movie. It's been super long, since 2007. He came out on that movie as well. It is called Never Back Down. He comes out as a coach for the main character on that movie, and now he came out as a dad on this one. Damn, he's a good actor, man. He came out on that movie Blood Diamond as well with Leonardo DiCaprio. His name is Digimon Hanso. Hopefully I am saying that right. But he's been around. He's been making good movies lately. He even came out on the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I think he came out on the first one and second. But yeah, man, that movie was awesome. I definitely will give it a 9.5 out of 10. It was that good, man. You should go see that movie. You probably might like it. And last but not least, guys, the last thing I wanted to speak to you about is the fight between Canelo Alvarez versus Jermell Charlo. For me, it is tonight that I'm going to see this match. I have told you in the past who I believe is going to win, but I would tell you once again, I believe that Canelo is going to take this win. But it's not going to be easy, man. I don't think it's not going to be that easy going up against Jermell Charlo. He is coming up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo, but Jermell is coming in to fight. He's coming in to make history. Both of them are undisputed, and we're going to find out who is the best of the best in this fight. By the time you're listening to this, you already know who won. But like, as for me right now, I believe that Canelo will win. Hopefully, I am right in the future while you're watching this. And yeah, guys, that is it for this podcast. Hey, thank you so much for listening. If you guys did made it this far, make sure to follow the podcast on wherever it is you're listening to it. If you're listening to it on Spotify, Pandora, YouTube, make sure to follow it. And also, recommend it to a friend or a neighbor that actually likes listening to combat sports things and also pop culture stuff. Maybe they will enjoy this podcast as much as you do as well. And that is it, guys. As always, take care and live to the fullest. Bye.